What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more MLB plays in today's video. Yesterday, we got a 2-0 MLB sleep. Looking to run it back here. I've got 3 plays for you guys in this video. Since you guys hit the like goal in yesterday's video, we had 175 likes exactly. Do it again on this video, and I will drop a 3rd play tomorrow also. While you're done to leaving a like, you may as well subscribe to the channel also with those notifications on. That way you get in on some more videos from me. We've been killing it all MLB season with these plays, so we're about to get into some free ones for you guys here. Before we do so though, if you've not already seen the DubClub, don't miss out on checking it out. I recommend joining for at least the first month because we have been crushing it on these plays, and we also have one of the best communities out there. There'll be a link available in my description or in the top line in the comment section that will give you access to a discount from me. All you have to do is just click on that link and scroll down. There'll be a banner that pops up at the bottom of your screen, giving me a limited time discount to get into my DubClub right now. When you join, you will get access to my 6-man's tabs. You get my bankroll builders list, my lottery picks. I just posted an RBI late today. It's like a 10.866, I want to say. You also get access to my community chat to talk to me and other members, and also all of my contributors' plays. Premium chat though, just add me in the chat if you have any questions, and I'll respond to you in a pretty good time. You also get access to my contributors' plays, so like I said, you have Asmies, who is golf, Emo, who is WNBA, Elo, who is soccer, third one, who is tennis, and Nerd Alert, who is esports. These guys all do some amazing, great work. The main thing people love though is going to be the 6-man's tab here. Usually we are cashing out 6-mans nearly every single day. We've had plenty of days where we've hit a 6-man in like 5 straight days. We've had days where we've hit 6-mans in a single day. Like, it is seriously one of the most legit DubClubs out there by far. This entry was just the other day, 50 to 1875 right there. That was one of our best winners of the MLB season, if not probably the best winner. But we also have all these other 6-mans we've been cashing the last few days here. Yesterday we had some brutal luck. It was a very small MLB slate, but we lost by 1 leg there by Kyle Stowers, 1 leg there by Stowers, and also Yannier Diaz. And you also have here Trevor Story missing by a goblin here, or just half a hit. But we're usually cashing on these 6-mans every single day. But you guys can just see kind of the bad luck that we had yesterday. We usually could have cashed out on 2 or even 3 6-mans yesterday alone on a couple of game MLB slate. And now today we have one of the best MLB slates here. I love this slate. The weather is amazing. And I would honestly be kind of surprised if I did not hit a 6-man today. Based off of luck yesterday, I think we're going to bounce back here and hit a 6-man with just how good the slate actually is. So I'm really excited for this slate. And I do think that I will be hitting a 6-man today. Obviously, it's not a guarantee, but I'm feeling pretty damn good. So go ahead and join the DubClub right now at the link in my description or in the top line of the comment section. Go get on that discount. But now with that out of the way, let's get to these free plays. Make sure you play responsibly, not your own risk. Leave a like on this video here and subscribe if you have not already. And let's get to these plays. The first play like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category. But if you're on another app out there, what I do like is actually going to be the hits, runs, and RBIs. But today I like Ryan O'Hearn over his fantasy score at 5 on the PrizePicks board. If you're on another app, like I said, I like the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. But I think over 5 fantasy score is better on PrizePicks just because of the value and also the payout. Now, Ryan O'Hearn gets a matchup now against the Mets with one of the highest over-unders on the entire slate. Although they are slight underdogs, they're not massive underdogs. I think the Mets are like a -125 to win the game or so. -125, -130. But O'Hearn has had at least 5 fantasy in about 58% of games this year and 50% of his last 20 games, as you can see there. But now he gets the matchup here against a righty in Clay Holmes. Against righties this year, he's been slightly better, at least in terms of hit shows and RBIs. But also, I'm going to factor in games where the Orioles win, not because I think that they win, but this kind of shows games where they have good performances as an offense, because I'm expecting them to have a pretty good offensive performance today, with the over-under being so good, the weather being so good, and overall the matchup being so good for the Orioles. You see in wins this year, which is basically just them scoring a lot of runs, he's been over this in 69% of games. He actually had 4 plate appearances in the past against Clay Holmes, where he has had 1 hit, and has actually been on base 3 out of 4 times, as you can see there. So that's a very, very good hit rate. You have him being a lefty, though, matching up against a righty, where he has a better batting average. And Clay Holmes has been still pretty bad against lefties with a 224 batting average, basically the same against righties also. But you have his ERA, though, which actually drops down, technically goes up, to a 3.32, or a 3.22, which is even better for us here. But he throws mainly the sinker and the slider. He has a 365 on-base average. Against the sinker, though, a 342. Slider is a 273, and then the changeup, too, if you want to factor that in, is a little bit low. But overall, I'm not really super concerned about the pitch arsenal there, the pitch mix, because of his history in the past against Clay Holmes. And overall, I just think O'Hearn is going to be in a great spot. I think the offense for the O's should hopefully put him into some run and RB opportunities and just give him some extra ways to catch his fantasy score on the over. So give him the over today for Ryan O'Hearn and his fantasy score over on PrizePicks. Before we get to the next play, if you've not already seen Sleeper, it is, in my opinion, the best app out there, if not one of the best. They also have some awesome welcome offers and promos that they offer for all users. I've had this app for over a year now, and I've had a 35% profit boost, which I actually already used. I have a $5 protected MMA pick, and I have a discounted here on Ramirez here. He's discounted for significant strikes in the UFC. They also could offer a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. Like, for example, I feel like Merrill Kelly's over today, as well as like Jake Irvin's under, because they're a 3.18x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x on PrizePicks. Maybe like Irvin's over. That would pay out a 3.31x over on Sleeper compared to maybe a 3x on PrizePicks. It is one of the best apps out there for their payouts, as well as all the promos that they offer for not even new users, but also current users. But if you are a new user and have not yet signed up for Sleeper, use my promo code DOMG, because that can get you a free square and a first in the prize maps up to $100 if you use that promo code DOMG. It helps me out and it helps you out. While we're on the topic, I should also mention that you could actually get a free month of my DubClub if you happen to use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. You see all the different apps that I'm affiliated with right here on your screen right now. Every app out there is promo code DOMG except for Better, which is promo code DOMGProps. Every other app out there is promo code DOMG. So if you are going to use my code, you may as well just take a screenshot and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I could send you back a free month of my DubClub. Now, getting to my next play here, we're going to head over to yet again the fantasy score category here, because today I like Michael Busch over his fantasy score at 4.5. But again, if you're another app out there, I also like his over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs. I think Busch is in a great spot though for a couple of reasons, but you can see he's been over this in 54% of games so far this year. The Cubs are going to be pretty big favorites in this game, with one of the best weather on the entire slate and one of the higher over-unders. In wins this year, he's been even better, going over at about 67%. In his last 20, 70%. He has to match him now against Wood Richardson, who is a righty. Against righties this year, he has been even better, as you can see there. He has also been very, very hot as of late, as you can see from his recent performances, especially against righties. Now this year, he's been much better against righties with a .319 batting average, while Richardson has been a lot worse against lefties. He allows a .608 ERA and a .306 batting average allowed to opposing lefties this year. So this seems to be a pretty dream matchup now for Michael Busch. It's a righty pitcher who has struggled, especially against lefties, where Michael Busch has been cooking all year. He has a .407 on-base average and faces mainly the fastball and the slider. He has a .415 on-base average against the fastball and a .388 against these sliders. So he's pretty good against those top two pitches, as well as just being really good against pretty much all pitches, as you can see there, based on the on-base average. But this is one of my favorite spots of the entire slate. I think he's in a very good spot, even with him being on the road. He's actually been a little bit better on the road, kind of surprisingly there. Righties on the road, though, it still goes up just slightly there. Righties on the road in wins over 71%, at least in terms of hit runs and RBIs. So overall, I think Busch is in a great spot. There's a lot of ways for him to cover this line here. One double, and he goes over. That's it. One double, and it's 5 fantasy score right there. His total bases line today is about like a plus 120, plus 115, by the way, plus 105 even sometimes. Even a single with an RBI could clear this line here for Michael Busch. I think he's in a great spot here. I love the matchup for him. Give me the over for the fantasy score or hit runs and RBIs for Michael Busch tonight. We're going to get to my third play here, but again, if you have not already leaving a like on the video, make sure you do so, because if we get to 175 likes, I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. But the next play I like is going to be Addison Barger over 5 fantasy score on the PrizePicks board yet again. Another app out there, 1.5 hit runs and RBIs, same drill. Both spots are great in my opinion. But Barger here has had at least 5 fantasy score in 55% of games this year. He really struggled at the beginning of the year, but it's kind of found his groove here, going over in 65% of his last 20 games. Also kind of helps the lineup changes that they've had since the beginning of the season, so that's definitely been in his favor. Now he gets to face Aaron Savale in the White Sox here. Against righties this year, he has been over this in the same amount of games here in 53%, at least in terms of hit runs and RBIs. And you can see here also that he has a better batting average this year against righties. While Savale is a little bit better against lefties on paper, he still has really struggled. Like a .257 batting average allowed is not very good, and especially a .419 ERA is not very good. You have a .358 on-base average here for Barger this year. Faces mainly the cutter and the sinker. He has a .350 against the cutter, which is still very good, even though it's red. It's just worse than his average. .350 on-base average, though, is still extremely good. Sinker, though, is a .430, which is very good. So we like to see that there as well. So he's pretty good against those top two pitches, as well as pretty much the entire picks mix arsenal. All that, though, and I haven't even really talked about the Blue Jays offense today, but I actually like their offense a lot in this game, even with them being on the road. Barger has been even better on the road this year. He's had at least 5 fantasy score in 64% of road games this year. Pretty big difference between that and 55%. In wins this year, he's been even better, of course, going over in 68%. Last 20, 75%. And if you factor in away games, he's been over in every single game this year when they win on the road. So I think Bargeron is in a great spot here with him facing a righty today. Give him the over first fantasy score or over hits, runs, and RBIs over on PrizePicks. One final reminder here to join the DubClub if you've not already. There are more plays available. There were these plays earlier, as well as you're also able to get my RBI lays. You're able to get my 6-mans here that we've been cashing out on all MLB season. Like, this is really where it's at. We made a ridiculous amount of profit off these 6-mans, man. It's like almost unbelievable how much that we've made off these 6-mans. Community chat is a great place to be as well. It's a really good, positive community. I got a lot of guys sharing slips that are actually like winning. Like, it's a really, really good place to be. And of course, if you have any questions at all, or if you want like any type of like advice or guidance or anything, you can just add me in the chat and I can do my best to help you out. But thank you for watching. So for the next video, best of luck. If you want to see made over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right here.